In this session, we're going to look into the news in SharePoint Online. As you can see, the SharePoint homepage has got a news section up in the top that represents the most recent articles from all your team sites. I can click on See All, and it's going to show me all the news that I have, which is being rolled up from all the different team sites that I have. Organizations use news to reach its employees to keep them up to speed with everything that's going on, which includes important events, new procedures, or just daily news. Every news that you see over here is a site page. It's indexed by SharePoint Online and presented in SharePoint homepage 10 to 15 minutes after they have been published on a site. Also, this news is what we call security trimmed, meaning that it's only visible if you have access to the site. I can create new news posts either by clicking on the link on the SharePoint homepage, and it's going to ask me to choose a site where I want to create the news, or I could just go to the site that I want. Like in this case over here, I already have the site, and I can just click on new and then click on either the news link or the news post. In my case, I'm going to create a post. So let's go ahead and click on news post. Right after this, it shows me a list of templates which exist in my SharePoint Online, and I can choose any of these templates to create my news. In this case, I'm going to select visual, and you can see how this template looks like. It's got a banner up in the top, and then I scroll down and it's got a whole bunch of, this is a template that I can use for publishing my news. Click on create post, and this is going to create me a brand new news post. So I'm going to fill this up with my news information. So the title of this news article is going to be 10 benefits of IT certifications for you and your employer. Replacing hello with getting hired. And the text over here with text that I've copied, which is this here. I can go ahead and spend quite some quality time in filling up this news page over here, but I'm just going to scroll down here and then just post some of the major benefits. Select this and then just go ahead and post this. Job retention, might be better promotions, networking opportunities. So here's my news page, and I click on save or post news. I could have clicked on save as draft as well, which means that it would just save it as a draft. And what I can see is if I go to pages library over here, this news article here is saved as just a page that I created, which is right here. So this is just a regular page. This is all I need to do to create a news article. If I click on home now, then you're going to see that the news is now part of my news web part here. So at times I've seen that it takes 10-15 minutes before SharePoint adds it to the news web part, as at times it's instantaneous. Also, to look at all the news that I have, I click on See All, and this is a page which is going to show me a list of all the news that I have. Click on Manage Posts, and it takes you to the pages library where you can go ahead and add new news, or again just delete any of the existing news that you have. Also, at the bottom of every single post you have like, comment, the number of views so far, and save for there as well. So let's go ahead and edit this page here. Click on edit, and I can see that the news web part over here has got some setup configuration. The first one is news source. So select the news source. It's either this side, which means that only news coming from this side, Or I can click on select sites, which it's going to show me a whole bunch of sites that I have access to, and I can just, choose which sites I need news to be rolling up from. Or I could just click on recommended for current user, which means that now SharePoint knows all the sites that I have access to, and any news from there, it tries rolling up. If I go to the home page, the SharePoint home page, then you're going to see that the news appears on the SharePoint homepage as well. Also, the news has got some layouts. Right now, Hub News is the selection that I have. I can choose different layouts: top story, list, side by side, Hub News, or carousel. And then just basically click on, and I can choose seconds between each change of the news items as well. So there are quite a few options that I have over here. So let's go ahead and republish this page. And here's my news. So this is one news at a time. I can go back, and I don't like this. I can go back and change it to the layout that I had before, which is Hub News. And then republishing it, and then this is where I see, all of my news, pretty much all of my news. There is another option here. If you click on news, there's news link also over here. What you can do is, if there's an external news out there that you want to link to your homepage over here, all you need to do is just enter the URL. So I have this link here, which is for employee retention ideas. Click on that, and it loads up that page. It has a title here and a description. If I want to change any of that, I can go ahead and change that, or even the image, I can go ahead and change that. In my case, I don't want to change anything, just hit on post. And here's my news. This might, if you don't see this instantaneously, don't be alarmed, just give it a couple minutes and you should be able to see it. Clicking on the link, as you can see that it takes me to a completely different URL.